I wasn't ready for how different these cars feel. After spending some time in GT3, I thought I could handle anything. I was wrong. Today I tried Hypercars and Formula 1 car, and the experience was completely different. My name is Konstantin, and this is what happened. Let's start with GT3. For me, this is the base of sim racing. These cars feel stable, predictable, and honestly pretty easy to drive. You have traction control and ABS, which help a lot. Even if you make a mistake, the car gives you a second chance. From the first minute, I understood how the car behaves. It just made sense. So instead of fighting the car, I could focus on learning the track and improving my driving. Then I jumped into a hypercar. And this is where things started to go wrong. No ABS, braking is completely on you. It's very easy to lock the wheels, and when that happens, you're just going straight. The car has more power and it's much easier to lose traction. One small mistake on throttle and you're spinning. At the same time, the aerodynamics allow you to carry more speed through fast corners. But overall, the car feels less forgiving. For me, Hypercar was a real pain. I just couldn't get used to the braking. Sometimes I was pressing too hard and locking the wheels, sometimes not enough and missing the corner completely. And at some point I realized I'm just not ready for this car yet. So I decided to come back to it later with more experience. And then I tried a Formula 1 car, and this thing feels like it's from another universe. The power, the grip, the responsiveness, everything is on another level. There are no assists, it's just you and the car. You have systems like DRS and the overtake button, but overall it's all about driver input. And surprisingly, I adapted to it pretty quickly. At first I had problems with throttle control, especially in slow corners. I was spinning a lot. Also, race starts were difficult. Sometimes I applied too much throttle and lost control, sometimes too little and lost positions. But braking felt natural almost immediately. I quickly found the limit before locking the wheels, and at some point I literally thought, okay, I'm max now? So I decided to go all in and started a full race in Abu Dhabi. Before that, I had never driven races longer than 1 hour. This one was around 2 hours. Qualifying went well and the race itself felt surprisingly clean. I made very few driving mistakes, but I made one big mistake: pit strategy. I got confused with the number of pit stops and did an extra one, and that cost me the win. Still, I was happy because I finished the race, and for me that was already a big step. So what did I learn? GT3 is the best place to start. It's stable, forgiving, and helps you build confidence. Hypercars are powerful but tricky. I'm definitely coming back to them later. And Formula cars, they feel insane, but surprisingly natural once you get used to them. Thanks for watching. This is still the beginning of my sim racing journey, so I'd really appreciate your feedback. And if you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. See you in the next one.